Hello you. I've got an exciting announcement to make and I just can't wait to share it with you. So I'm making this video to announce the fact that in 2023 I'm going to do a section hike of the Appalachian Trail. In just over 2 months, in the middle of February, I'm going to fly out to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to get up to the trailhead in Springer Mountain and I'm going to hike about 120 miles to Winding Stair Gap in North Carolina. I thought I'd do this section hike in February because it's the same time of year where I plan to do my through hike, and it'll give me a good idea of the coldest weather that I'm going to encounter on the trail. I thought I'd take this opportunity not only to announce my section hike in February 23, but to show you some of the gear that I'm taking with me. Well, in fact, this is all the gear pretty much. First of all, you'll notice that I've got Atom Pack's Atom Plus. This is a 50-litre pack by a company called Atom in the United Kingdom. It's a company that's on the up. It's a small cottage brand. If you're considering an ultralight pack, then I recommend this pack. The features of the pack: it does have hip belts that attach to it, although in fact I have swapped out the hip belts for some that are made by another English or Scottish company called Wild Sky Gear that I found on eBay. They're slightly larger than the Atom Pack ones. It's got 2 shoulder strap pockets that are stretchy, but on this side I put on this Dyneema pack, shoulder pack, so that I can put my phone in there. It's not in there at the moment. On here I've also got my Garmin InReach Mini 2 hanging just on there, as you can see. That's the InReach Mini 2, and I've got a small thermometer here so I can just tell the temperature. I've also got a thru fanny pack, or bum bag as we call it in the United Kingdom. So we'll start by unpacking that. So in my thru, I'll have my electrical stuff that I want to get hold of quickly. There'll be the GoPro, which I'm videoing on there, which I'm going to have in a pack here. There'll also be a couple of spare batteries and the stand that, again, my GoPro's on at the moment. In the front here I'll have a pair of cheap sunglasses and my reading specs. And as well as that, in my thru I will have a smock. This is a wind smock by Montaigne. It's quite lightweight there. Otherwise, just in this stretchy pocket here, I'll probably put a few little snacks that I can munch on the way. In this front pocket here, I'll have my umbrella, and this is a Snow Peak light umbrella that I have managed to fix some straps onto the front of this pack that, oh, I've missed the top one, that I will strap this to in a hands-free fashion. And let's unload the hip belts. In my right hip belt is the remainder of my electrical equipment, and in here I have and I'll probably swap this out because I bought the 2022 version of the Nightcore NU25. I've got a battery charger for my GoPro batteries, a wind slayer, and a 65 watt charging wall unit. I've got a small little kit for repairing my GoPro and some ND filters there, as well as a Nightcore battery charger and some various plugs there. In the other pocket, this is where I keep my water preparation gear, as well as a little day sack, just in case I do some slack packing, or for my flight over to the States, where I'll put my stuff for on the flight. And then I've got my water gear in here. For my water filtration kit, I have a the Sawyer Micro Squeeze, a small cloth for whatever I need to blow my nose or wipe something down, a packet of effervescent electrolytes, and a C-Knock 2 litre water bladder. So I think that's pretty much it for the front. Let's take my pack off. So on the side here, bring it a bit closer to you. I probably won't have these attached to my pack, just that I'm indoors, so I put them on here. So my walking poles are the Lecky Cross Trail Light Carbons. I really like these for a couple of reasons. One, they're super light. They're adjustable and adjust up to 135 centimetres, so they work with my tent. They have cork handles, and other than that they've got these mechanisms for holding on, so you just strap these onto your hands and your hands are secure with the pole. You don't even have to hold on if you don't want to, and you can quick release that whole unit and then just clip it back on there like that. So I really like those. In the side pockets I have 2 water bottles. I've got one with a sports cap, and that's a 850ml bottle, and then there's this litre bottle which I've got this straw system, and I bought that on Amazon or something, and I've attached to the top of that an Osprey mouthpiece there, and a magnetic clip, so that just clips onto my shoulder strap, and I'm able to get the water as I need it there. In the other pocket I've got my tent, and you'll notice that this pocket on this side is slightly larger than the one on the other side. I had this because it's a custom pack. I had this one made a little bit longer, and that's for my tent. And for this trip I'm going to be taking my Bonfus Solus, I think it's called, 1-person tent. It's a Dyneema trekking pole tent made in Italy. I think it's a Norwegian design though. I've made a few little modifications to that, but it's a nice ultralight single person tent. And then the other thing I'm taking that's in the side pocket there is my trusty stool, and this is the Robins high stool. I've done a video on a couple of stools, and I'll put a link to the video just there. And that's in a Hilltop Packs Dyneema stuff sack. In the front here of my pack I've got my water and outside gear, the stuff that I don't mind getting a little bit wet. First of all, I have my pack cover. This is a Sea to Summit Ultra Seal pack cover in a medium size. I probably would like the Z Packs or Z Packs pack cover, but that's super expensive here in the UK. My waterproof gear. So the first one that I've got on top there is my Montane waterproof. I've also got some matching Montane waterproof pants. Another easy thing that I really want to be able to grab hold of quickly in a hurry is my toilet kit. And I saw someone, I can't remember who it was, someone on YouTube, and they were complaining that the edges of these Deuce of Spades trowels are quite painful on your hands. And so what they've done, and what I've done, is I've used some rubber paint, and you just dip that into the rubber paint and it makes it very soft on the hands. In fact, that's really nice. Now I've got in there some toilet paper, some dry tissues, and just in case a bidet system. And the other things that I've got in that front of the packet are some other outside gear. So I've got some Vargo titanium pocket cleats, some Gore-Tex Infinum Gore gloves. These are reasonably waterproof, but not entirely. I'm not sure they'll be thick enough for this journey, but we'll see. I've also got some light Solomon rain mitts, over mitts, a baseball cap. This one is by a company called Over the Hills, some Montane gaiters, a merino wool buff, and I don't think I'll need this, but it's in there anyway just to keep it together, my mosquito hat, and that's all in just a Ziploc bag. So that's it for the outside of the pack. If you want to see a list of the gear that I'm taking with me on this hike, then look in the video description below. You'll find a link to my lighter packs page. I'll try and update some of the links on that lighter packs page with where you can get the equipment if you want to have a look at that. Let's dig into the inside. Before I do, I'll just talk about a couple of the modifications that I had done to this pack. So first of all, I had the Y strap put on it, and in fact I didn't do these at the time, but I sent it back and they've added this, and these are the side compression straps to pull it down, because otherwise, if you don't have those on it, I found that just using the roll top didn't even with the strap over the top of that, it didn't seem to hold down very well, and it was a place where water could store, and with the side compression straps it just makes it a lot slicker on the top. So inside the pack, right at the very top, I've got this aluminium foil covered foam, and this is cut to the size of the bathtub of my tent, and this hopefully will protect the floor and also my pad inside there. That doesn't weigh very much, and it doesn't take up all that much room either. The next thing I've got on top is my hygiene kit. In this I've got my toothbrush, a razor, some ear plugs, some toothpaste tablets, some sun cream and some body wash. I've also got some super wipes or dry wipes, they're the expandable wipes there. I've also got this urinal bag with a screw top opening. I think you know what that's for. Next I've got my Hilltops Pack Ditty bag. In that I've got some various tapes and repair kit for my tent, sleeping pad and squeeze. I've got a couple of ends for my walking stick, just in case I do lots of road walking. An amount of Dyneema thread. This is really very light and thin but super strong, just in case I need to repair something with that. I've got a small pen knife there with, I think this has got a knife, nail file, some small scissors just in case I want to cut my nails there. It's also got a toothpick and some tweezers. My first aid kit, which is some plasters, a tick remover, some cotton buds, some hydrocortisone, and then there's a small box or a large box with some pills, which has got some ibuprofen, paracetamol, Imodium, and I'm asthmatic, so I've got some steroids in there as well, part of a rescue pack really. I have my cook kit. So my cook kit comes in this, or I put it in this Dyneema bag, and I think this is another bag by Wild Sky Gear. I have a stand for my gas canister. I've got a clip-on windshield by Optimus, and the stand is also by that company. Laxida pot with a small cozy that I've made for that, just to keep my water or food a little bit warmer, and that's got a lid there. Silicon Sea to Summit pot. A larger knife should I need that. Might leave that behind. I've got a piezo igniter, and that's an MSR one, and that's the MSR Pocket Rocket 2. The next thing I've got inside this bag is my food bag. This is Hilltop Packs bare hanging sack, Cedar Summit Thermalite reactor, and this is because I'm going in February, so it might be a little bit cold for my 20-degree down, so I've got that just to add a little bit of warmth. Sleep pad is the Neo X Therm, I think it's called. I've got the Flextail Gear pump, the mini pump, that is amazing for blowing it up, and also, and I find this even more useful, is to deflate it. It sucks every last drop of air out of the air pad and allows you to pack it right down tight. And that's inside a Dyneema sack, again by Wild Sky Gear. I've got my clothes and I'll go through those in a moment. And the last thing, other than the Nylafune bag that's in my pack there, is my sleeping bag and puffy. So this is a Hilltop Packs Dyneema bag. It's really good for squashing down my quilt. So I have the Crux Neo jacket. It's a micro puffy. This is super light and super warm. It's got 900 feel down there, and it's an amazing jacket. It just stuffs down to almost nothing. And then inside here I've got a Dyneema fleece pillow that I stuffed my puffy into for a nice pillow. It's a down pillow then. And the sleeping bag I've got is the Enigma Custom. It's a 950 feel down, and it's a regular size with a 7 denier inner and a 10 denier outer shell. I've made a video for that, comparing that with another sleeping bag that I've got, and I'll put the link just up the top there for that video should you want to watch it. Let's go through my clothes. My clothes are in this Bonfoose sack, and in fact this is what my tent came in, but I find the tent packs down small enough to go in a smaller sack there. And in this, first of all, there's my night gear, some Icebreaker 200 merino wool leggings, Farpoint Alpha hoodie. So there's my socks for the night. They're by Simalp, and they are a double skin sock that I may well wear for hiking. I've also got some DeckShell waterproof socks there, some Exoskin toe socks, a Simalp lightweight t-shirt, Simalp pants. This is a French brand, I really like it. It's got some excellent gear. The trousers that I'll be carrying, and I'm still debating whether I should take another pair of trousers, are these Simalp zip-off pants there. And that's all of the clothes that I'll be taking with me, other than the clothes that I'm wearing. And as you'll see, I am wearing a Rab Alpha Direct fleece. It's not got a hood on this one. I've got a Montane t-shirt on. I have some Montane zip-off trousers or pants here, and the shoes that I'm wearing are these Simalp drop control shoes. They have various insoles that you can put in them to control the drop. However, I've taken all of those out, and I've got some Super Feet or some name like that. So as well as the clothes that I've got on and just shown you, the socks that I'll be wearing are these Darn Tough socks. They're reasonably well cushioned. I'll also be wearing some liner socks. These are some Injinji toe liners. Briefs that I'll be wearing are these Under Armour briefs here. I hope that you found that video useful, and I'm happy for any comments just to let me know what you think of the gear that I'm taking. If there's a mistake I'm making, please let me know, because I really would appreciate the advice. If you want to follow me on that hike, of the 220 miles of the Appalachian Trail, then subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video and found it helpful, then please press the thumbs up button. Thank you very much, and I really hope you'll join me on the trail. And if any of you out there are thinking of starting the trail in February 23, then reach out. I would love to meet up with you. Thanks for watching.
Bigger, bolder, faster. Ooh, I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, bolder, faster. Ooh, I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, bolder, faster. This you let it go, I can let it go. This you let it go, I can let it go. You think I'm too much because I'm too much. Don't you gotta go? Cause I gotta go. Let it drive on full power. Never hit the brakes, no comma. I gotta go, I gotta get. I'm on my way to get the full power. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, bolder, faster.